So YouTube creators has recently come out with an incredibly tone-deaf tweet saying, whisper during a voiceover and realize we may have just started an ASMR channel by accident. Oops. And this has caused a lot of backlash in the ASMR creator space. So it even got community noted saying YouTube has a long history of messing with the ASMR channels and videos, removing them due to supposedly sexual content and automatically denying the appeals. And as an ASMR content creator, I can tell you this is very much true. Creators like Cottontail, for example, talking about, hey YouTube, you deleted my ASMR channel from YouTube after removing a single video. Said video did not have any sex or nudity in it, and I sincerely hope it was a mistake, with the appeal being denied. Other creators like Lena Chu, for example, saying the video got removed for sexual content, even though there's nothing remotely sexual about this video. It's just normal ASMR. And even creators that I know personally, like Peaches, saying this is unsurprisingly tone deaf for YouTube. I can tell you personally, as an ASMR content creator, I've been doing this for over 4 years. ASMR is an umbrella term. There's a lot of different kinds of ASMR videos. There's like ASMR that is supposed to be like ambiance, like beach sounds, that kind of stuff. There's ASMR that are more like abstracts, like objects, brushing, tapping, like nails, makeup, right? And there's also voice acted ASMR, usually storytime ASMR. And this is the kind of content that I do. I do storytime ASMR roleplays, which is kind of supposed to be like a audiobook. Like you're supposed to just listen and get yourself immersed in the story. And there's a lot of different kinds of genres I've done. Romance, fantasy romance, slice of life. I've done like more drama, like even horror sometimes. And for YouTube to come out and be like, no, actually, we love you guys. What are you talking about? We love ASMR content creators. It's just incredibly tone deaf. You know what I mean? Like, because like people, like if you're not a YouTube content creator, YouTubers talk a lot about like demonetization. And this has a pretty big impact in creators' lives, because if you don't know, if a video gets demonetized, not only do you lose all of the money, which is already pretty bad as a creator, right? Like YouTubers have to diversify a lot to be able to make ends meet. You know what I mean? Unless you're like a pretty big creator, like chances are you're going to be like working a lot to make ends meet. And not only do you lose all of the money when a video gets demonetized, the video gets restricted. So it gets shown to less people, even if they're a subscriber of yours. Like it doesn't get shown up on the front page as much, and it doesn't get show up on the recommended as much, which is a pretty big thing. Most of the videos, most of the views for most of the YouTube videos come from the front page and the recommended feed. It comes from the YouTube algorithm. So if a video gets demonetized, it's pretty much done. It's gone. Like you can count that video out. And for them to just not only false flag videos, but instantly deny most of the appeals for ASMR content creators, it's just unfair. And then come out with a tweet pretending to be all buddy and like, I don't know, farm engagement off of it. Like, come on, that is just incredibly tone deaf. It's like, I think the creators should be treated fairly, first things first. But not only that, like ASMR can be very positive to a lot of people. Like a lot of people listen to ASMR. ASMR is an umbrella term, like I said. But most people that listen to ASMR looking to relax, sometimes when they're having like anxiety crisis, that people look for ASMR, or just to fall asleep. When I was dealing with depression, I've had a pretty awful period of my life when I was dealing with like a heavy clinical case of depression, right? I'm not going to talk about here because it can be a trigger to people, and I'm not here to talk about my story, right? But back then, listening to an ASMR video like this would be the thing that sometimes gets me a good night's sleep, and or maybe relax, or maybe if you're having an anxiety crisis, or if you just enjoy it, like for no bigger reason than just enjoying a nice video. I think ASMR brings a lot of positive to this space, to this YouTube space, and as a voice in this space, I feel like I should talk about this, right? Like, treat creators fairly, or at least don't be so tone deaf. This is just, I don't even know, insulting. Imagine you're like a content creator, like an ASMR content creator. you're dealing with these problems for years at this point, and then seeing something like this on the timeline, it's just sad, really. It just makes me not want to make ASMR as much, and I can pretty much sure say that this is how it feels for a lot of creators in this space, right? But what do you guys think? I want to hear what you guys have to say. If you want to leave a comment, or I read every single comment. So I mean, the last videos where I'm talking about these kinds of opinions, people have had a lot of like different discussions, and I'm also new to making these kinds of videos, so you can tell I'm a little bit insecure. It's a new format for me, but being a voice in this space, and pretty much and also an ASMR content creator, right? I feel like I should talk about this, and I feel like this is something to be talked about, that it's important to be talked about, right? But yeah, I want to hear what you guys have to think, and I'll be seeing you guys soon. Take care.